I'm Sophia.
And I'm Eliana, and we're from Troop 10801.
Today we are going to be making a brownie with Thin Mints.
Thin Mints are our #1 top seller, and they are very good. They're a mint cookie with chocolate on the outside. So, yeah.
And this is also our helper, Henry.
Yes. And just for later, you might want to do this now. We pre-sprayed a pan.
It should look like this. It depends which spray you're using. You want to spray it away from your face.
And so we just grabbed a bunch of different kinds of fractions from the cup, and we'll also be needing 1/4 a teaspoon, 1/2 a teaspoon, and 1 whole teaspoon. And you want 2 eggs at a room temperature.
Okay,
a room temperature butter, flour, sugar, cocoa powder, peppermint oil.
It's optional to use peppermint oil.
Yeah. Baking powder, and of course vanilla and salt. So
we're going to use vanilla paste instead of vanilla
extract. We also have to turn on the oven, so we put it on bake.
350 degrees.
And 350, and then start.
So what we're first going to do is whisk together the melted butter and the cocoa powder. The butter is going to be
It says melted butter?
Yeah, it says melted butter.
It was softened butter. We have it for you.
Oh, so you want to do melted butter?
You want to do 1/2 cup.
Yeah.
Which is one stick of butter. And then 1/4 cup of dark cocoa powder.
So let's start doing that. So 1/4 a cup. Ooh, that's broken.
Yes, that's all my nails. You can't even do this.
I would like to scoop it though. Okay.
I got it. I can get it.
No, it's not. It's not done actually.
It's not
Yes,
done.
it's the little hard part. No, it'll melt.
Okay. And then, so you're gonna do 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Not mixing with it.
It's okay. You might need to just pour it in from the.
Yeah, I would like help with this, please.
You guys said that you're not going to be talking, but you guys are talking.
So yeah, we poured in the 1/2 cup
Spoon it in.
of butter. So we already poured that in, and then
I'm not going out.
we do 1/4 cup of cocoa powder.
Then we're going to whisk it together.
Yes. Oh, that's a little small. Thank you.
Yeah, I think the smaller one is going to be better.
Get everything.
It was about like 2 seconds.
Okay, so it should have everything nice and dark and mixed in, no clumps.
The next thing that we're going to do is beat the eggs until light in color. And then add the sugar and vanilla to beat it.
Yes. So
Okay, so you guys are going to crack the eggs because you know
we just crack them on the side.
What?
Do you add the eggs in there or do you do them separately?
Everything goes together.
Okay.
Okay, so let's put this aside.
Crack an egg here first
Yes.
and not into the bowl.
So we're gonna crack the egg in here and then pour it in.
Can you just open it? And you should get shiny. You see this?
Perfect. Good job.
That is
Put it in the sink, right, Mona?
Yes, please.
and now let's put it on.
Nope, just leave it right there on the side.
And then we're going to take sugar and vanilla.
So just to be clear, we use 2 room temperature eggs. So you can just let them sit out for a couple minutes before you do that.
Okay.
The
How much sugar do you need?
So we're not going to pour them in yet.
We're gonna need 1 cup of granulated sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
So you do
Or
vanilla.
vanilla paste.
I'll do the sugar. Wait, where's the cup?
Where's your 1 cup measure? Here, do 2.
1 cup is a
Half
cup.
cups.
Yeah, here we go. So you do 1 cup of sugar.
1 cup of sugar.
Whoa. Don't smell it.
I like to do that.
Not exactly 1 cup, but it's probably going to be too sweet anyway. No?
Oh.
Exactly. Okay, so you want to do exactly 1 cup of sugar, I guess.
Make sure.
Okay, so exactly 1 cup of sugar, and I suggest mixing it while you pour it in, because that's going to make the consistency more healthy.
How about the egg?
Oh yeah, let's put in the eggs while we're doing that. So 1 egg, then the other. You don't have to
Guys,
mix
go
while you do
away.
You're doing great. You're doing a great job.
So keep mixing until everything is blended in and it still has that nice soft consistency.
That should be the consistency. The sugar shouldn't be really dissolved yet. When you bake it, it's going to be dissolved, so I wouldn't worry about that if you guys worry. That should be the consistency. What are we going to do next then?
You need another bowl, no?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that looks good. Baking powder. So now you can smell it.
And you sift together the flour, salt, and baking powder, and slowly add the egg mixture. Do not add the chocolate.
Okay,
powder.
so we are going to be using another bowl. We did it wrong.
Keep whisking.
Okay, so keep whisking.
So next we're going to sift together.
Sifting. I don't have a sifter. So you'll just stir the dry ingredients together.
So if you have a sifter, we don't. We're just going to use
Whisk.
a whisk to sift the flour.
Salt and baking powder.
For the flour, we're gonna need 3/4 cup of flour, all-purpose flour.
So we're going to scoop that out.
I need a knife.
Yeah. Oh. Snap the drawer must be broken.
Thank you. Henry, stop. So, 3/4 of a cup of flour. Doesn't matter what flour. Doesn't matter what flour. All-purpose flour. And you want to make sure it's pretty exact because flour has a big difference on stuff. Okay.
What else do you have to do? Sweetie,
Baking soda.
what else are you adding to the flour?
And salt.
Yeah, Henry's right. Baking powder and salt.
Now put the baking
So baking powder and then the salt. I'll do the salt.
How much baking powder?
Oh, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder.
How much salt? I guess 1/2 teaspoon of
Salt
salt.
is half a teaspoon of salt.
Half a teaspoon. So we do half a teaspoon of salt
So
and
add that night.
1/4 a teaspoon of baking powder. And you're just going to add that into your dry mixture.
Sophie, help me with this?
And after that, you whisk it all up. And further instructions will be noted later.
Ellie, why don't you read the next step?
And then And then we just mix them together. And
You might want to put the peppermint oil into your wet ingredients.
oh yeah, so
2 drops, not Henry.
okay, so then we do 2 drops of peppermint oil. This is optional, but you want to make sure it's just 2 drops because it's very strong and it could mess up the whole thing. 1, 2, 4.
This oil.
It's going to be very minty.
And then we mix.
Mix that peppermint.
So we mix it together, and we have to make sure not to overmix it.
Here.
So yeah, make sure.
Yeah, good job.
You don't
What?
want to use a whisk.
So you want to use a spatula to mix the dry and wet ingredients, and you have to make sure not to overmix it, which I have no clue what that means, but basically make sure it doesn't turn to liquid.
No, overmix it. The butter will start.
Oh yes, do not overmix it.
Just it gets tough. It's going to make a tough batter.
Yes, it would make it tough if you mix it. I'm folding. So you want to scoop and fold it over, so that'll make it much easier to mix up. When you do that, it really mixes everything up. Yeah, so you just keep doing that. Now,
We're gonna add half of the batter.
yeah, and you do not want to use chocolate chips because you have thinness. So, we're just gonna,
We're using half of it.
You're gonna use the whole thing.
but it says
What?
use half.
You don't have enough in the pan.
No? Should we double the recipe?
Probably.
Alright, so double everything we just did.
Should we just pause the
Mom,
video and
Mom.
make another batch?
I can't do that. Sorry.
We're just gonna make another batch, so you should probably do the same while you're waiting.
So we're back. We're making another batter.
Yeah, so we made double. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put the cookies on top of the tray, and then we're gonna put the batter.
Make sure we go edge to edge.
And that, so edge to edge, make sure they're touching like really close together. You want to put as much cookies as possible. And a lot of people like them cold, but I like them at room temperature. And then we're gonna pour the other batch of batter on top, so it'll be like a layered brownie. Okay, so once you have it over, once you have it over, spread out over the pan, we are going to bake it in the oven. So like we said before, you want the oven on
Open the oven, Ellen.
350. I can't see the oven.
Open it.
Just put it down.
Open it.
On the top, right?
Middle.
You got a whole lot of soapy butt.
Yep.
Hey!
All right, and how long does it cook for, girls?
It cooks for...
Light.
Where is it?
Where's the light?
Oh, it cooks for 28 minutes.
Okay, set a timer.
Okay, so it has been, we have 11 more minutes left, and this is what it looks like. You might not be able to see that good, but yeah, it looks very good. So let's hope for the best, and I hope yours smells as delicious as ours, because it smells really good. So bye.
It is done.
So after 28 minutes, after
We
probably.
added 10 minutes to the cooking time.
So after 38 minutes, so you want to add 10 more minutes. Is dinner
It's a
here?
stuffed
It
brownie.
is ready.
Why is it on you?
What's dinner
Watch
gonna
out.
be? This is our perfect brownie. So if you look right here.
So what do you want to say about it? You happy with the way it looks?
Yeah, it looks very good and it smells delicious. So make sure your dogs don't get to this.
Dogs cannot eat chocolate, kids.
No head. You have no head.
This is on your video. Okay, say see you later for the taste test.
See you later for the taste test. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's try it. Okay.
Get in the picture. And
Oh my god.
survey says
It tastes really good. Wait, I have to get. Aha,
Yep.
so good.
hot but good. Awesome job, guys.